And it's kind of funny that they have such consistent marksmen when they have stuff like the Kongming and the Lamb, which is the complete opposite in the other parts of the map.
Yep, Twisted Minds versus OG, everybody. The grand finals, a repeat of the last season. We are back. We are so back in this grand finals. Game number 1 is underway. And let's see if this goes to Ultimate Battle.
For sure, we are gonna see that the Realme 15 is the phone that the players are going into. You like that segue there, huh? All right, here we go.
Yes,
the Realme 15, built for performance and made for gaming, smooth, cool, reliable, just the way esports demand it. Ready to level up, get yours now and feel the difference. This is going to be the phone that all the players here are going to be playing on in the finals. They want to ensure that the players have the best of the best, no hardware limitations at all. And with the Realme 15, that is not something they got to worry about.
Yeah, right now you can definitely see it though. The Kaka and the Mighty battle, this is what I've been looking forward to. The Mayin against the Guan Yu. I want to know how they play this out because I do believe that the Guan Yu is not going to have, he's going to have a problem against the Mayin, but the longer the game goes, it's going to be okay because he's not going to be focusing on the Mayin anyway.
He's gonna be looking to just push his wave up there, right, and then get that farm and help out his team. In the very early game, it's gonna be rough, especially if OG opts to go ahead and send 3 people up there to take that space right to open up that teleport there. On being left alone here in the bot lane against ACC and Shanks, but it's okay. There's Yuan coming in clutch here to go ahead and give him a little bit of presence. But so far, both sides playing pretty passive, no real headwinds either way.
Yeah, this is something that we've discovered also from last season, right? We pick up the Huyi, build up a lot of HP whenever you're picking up a Long. So this is one of the counters that even the KPL did last season that we understood just from last season because it's actually a good counter because not getting one shot by the Long in the late game is an important thing.
For sure, and then you can use that ultimate to lock down the Long and potentially take him out before he has the ability to use that that infinite vastness to get away. And if he does get away with 1 HP, you know, and you know where he lands, you can also kind of set him up for a brutal arrival as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Right now on the top side, Kaka and Nairi, but Clean is also here so they could go for it and maybe take the fight against them. But as early as now, we are waiting for any movements. Both teams are just at a standstill. Like a duel at high noon. They're not even moving. They're not even getting anything. Just small skirmishes, small takes on camps, just small steals. And that's okay. That's a good, stable thing that they have to do here.
Yeah, and 2 minutes, 30 seconds in the game, we're seeing that OG is able to win that tiny war of attrition so far, right? Up a little bit of gold. So maybe it's a sign of what to come. It is negligible, you know, the little bit of gold that they are up. But we have 1 more minute to the Tyrant, and that is not going to be negligible, right? Whichever team goes ahead and takes that usually takes the driver's seat. We saw Twisted Minds get most of those Tyrants versus 9Z Globan, and because of that, they had really good dictation throughout most of the games in the prior set.
And it's also smart that both their teams are just not taking anything, waiting for everybody to scale. Shanks has to force out the infinite fastness. They used the Burning Sun arrow on him, so he has to get away.
Yeah, I think both marksmen are just going to be about able to get their ultimates up right at the spawn of that Tyrant. They have to make sure they have these abilities ready. There is the Dolia to reset Shanks' ultimate though, so yeah, he's going to be good to go right here already. Wow. Beautiful unending Sorrow from Muchin here, not being able to get caught by Highline.
Had the flash for on. That's very important though. The flash timing, 20 seconds on the Tyrant, so he will not have any flashes for this fight. But that pushback coming in has to flash away for when 2 flashes are down.
Getting himself in a bit of trouble here. Looks like Twisted Minds has the common skill advantage, but still it can go either way, right? Once everyone is up here, Dao with the Gudo pressuring that mid lane, helping push out that wave. And if they take their eye off the ball here, Twisted Minds, Gudo can definitely rip down that Tyrant very quickly. Good
knockback. Infinite Fastness is down again, even with the reset. But now, looking at it, Clean is not going to try it, not going to opt to steal this. So that was still a good bait. Just try to go for fishing on this Tyrant for Shanks.
That's what we're talking about right there, right? They got their eye off the ball, and Dao saw an opportunity, immediately rips down that Tyrant so quickly that Twisted Minds knows they can't really even react. That's why it's very important to be in position when the objective spawns, especially against someone like the Gudo, which is able to take it down so quickly.
Yeah, easy push for them. even in this, I think OG has advantage in this fight if ever they try to take this. At the back, 90's gonna push back one, and that is gonna be down. They're gonna be pushing them back away. What a push again from 90. That's what they're looking for. On can fall down. They got one kill, and almost gonna make it two. But they have a 2-for-2 for now. Kaka is gonna be here to get the advantage. Not gonna be even out, and he's gonna be chasing down Shanks. The last kick to get a 4-for-2.
4-for-2 for side of OG. Not the best time to fight, right? They just got the Tyrant, so they have that extra boost in stats when it comes to combat. Clean has just been kind of farming all throughout the map. He's not getting himself into any trouble here. He's in the enemy jungle. He's gonna get himself in trouble right now.
He's in the wrong side of the jungle though, Clean. The good thing he still has a lot of dashes to just get away from it, right? So, very safe. But that big fight, right? OG, I thought they were the ones losing because 90 had a great position there.
He did, and they got Dao trapped up in that box there. But as we mentioned, they have that the Tyrant buff on there. And even if you don't start the fight as favorably, when you just have more stats than your opponent, as we've seen there, they're able to go ahead and win that. And the richest member on side of Twisted Minds here, the Lamb, was also just not in that fight too. He was off farming alone, getting himself a bit of a lead. So that's gonna put Twisted Minds on the back foot when it comes to combat.
Yeah. Still a good try there for Twisted Minds. Good fight actually, but they just didn't win the fight just yet. Still need to wait for Clean to get the items though. On has a flash though. Brimstone arrow is in the table. Use it in close range. Not a lot of stun though. Right now the World is My Board is gonna be here. Muchen tanking up a lot of damage. They saw Clean on the top side, so they have to take what they can.
Destroyed a tower.
Yeah, you can tell On was not quite prepared for something like that Lamb pickup, right? He got caught out a little bit there. Didn't know that Clean could be in that position there, invisible. He uses the close range ultimate. Speaking of close range, wow, look
he
at
got
that.
pushed back. That is good. Down is going to be dead here, but he was still able to stay alive with a blood rage right in front. One doesn't have any mana, and he was in front of everybody there. Muchen doesn't have the ult. But what a good pickoff for Twisted Minds.
Pretty sloppy fight from both sides there, but it looks like Twisted Minds will come out on top. Highline almost going down there, Dao almost going down, but they were able to clutch it up. We see Nightly now all around the map, now pressuring the bottom lane of the side of OG, and this game is looking very, very even.
That's big. Clean at level 12. Just like in the same fashion, they're having a hard time against Clean. Having advantage here, but the stun was able to lock him down, and they're going to be chasing him over. The push right there for Nike to save them out. They have the World is My Board got used, but they still were able to shut them down with Kaka. In the backline was able to get 90, and he's chasing down Highline. Does he have the passive? Yes, he does. But it doesn't matter. They still got the kill.
Pops that passive here and gets the kill as well too. OG, you know, if you're not monstrously ahead, they always feel like they're so good in the fight, right? The gold was dead even. The kills were dead even.
Crazy.
But they still come out so on top. It feels like gold is worth more on them sometimes, right? And this game is not going to be the game where Keke goes and, you know, distracts all the enemies, you know, and he has kind of a bad KDA. He is 3-0 on the main here, and he's looking to keep it that way.
Yeah, look at the items here of On. He's getting ready to get all those HP items after this because he knows that Shanks could definitely kill him once he gets the third item. Second tier tower got taken down the bot lane, and the Tyrant is on the table. It's just gonna be waiting to be eaten, but off the back though, they have one shot. One kill. On has to flash away. Good kill on their side, but OG gonna be chased down. Got the kill already good. One is down again, and that is good. All ready for Twisted Minds.
Twisted Minds do get win there, but they lose the objective once again, right? Tyrant goes over to OG again, and now they have another 1 minute period where they gotta take an uphill battle if they want to go ahead and fight the side of OG. Wen not really finding his footing into this game here, but it is kind of, you know, typical to OG strategy to kind of sacrifice Wen in a lot of positions here, right? He doesn't have the best scoreline so far. It's much better you sacrifice someone like him and On than Keke, which has a big shutdown on his head.
Yeah, right now, already starting on this objective, easily going to be taken here by Twisted Minds. Got the Overlord. So far, they have been caught always by Clean on the back, and there's nothing to help the rear guard. Every time they try to go there, that's an opening. On is going to get caught. They have to force the flash, so they need to find a way to find 90 and Clean first before they fight.
For sure, Clean is going to be pivotal to this game. The entire game, Clean has just been kind of farming, getting himself ahead, and you can tell in the levels, right? He was level 14 a second ago, whereas Dao was only level 12. He had a 2-level lead, even though his team as a whole is down 2,000 gold. He himself is really strong. So every time he enters the fight here, OG needs to have alarm bells.
Yep, Kaka getting ready for it. And Clean was just able to get the death from below. He has been doing that since a while ago, just dashing away from danger. Burning Sun Arrow got the hit on one, but they're not going to be chased down. Muchin has to use the ult right here, and now in front is 90. He's not in the back anymore to use displacement against the other team. And right now with the ult death from below in front, and that is him. Clean gets a double kill.
Gets the reset as well too, right from Dolia, and gets the ultimate back. Great fight there. It looked like it was really going well for the side of OG, right? Keke was on the sidelines getting drop kicks off onto the Dolia, but all while that was happening, the bot lane of OG was just getting cut through by the side of Clean. And this is going to be the first Tyrant here that Twisted Minds is able to take, and a very important one as well too, as it's the first enhanced version.
We have a series in our hands, everybody. This is a very tough match. Twisted Minds are taking over the game. I mean, they don't have the gold advantage in this game, but Clean and 90 already in position for a fight here. Burning Sun Arrow has been seen a while ago, but Clean looking for it. Tower's gonna be down, and even the Gorge mobilization is not gonna hit anyone.
Here's the thing though, Clean was so ahead of everyone else that he had at 1.23 levels on Dao maybe, right? But
Yep.
now he's stuck on 15. If they don't kind of close out this game soon, everyone's just going to catch up to the level that he is at. He has 3,000 gold on Dao here. I don't think I've ever said that statement before ever, right? As someone has 3,000 gold on Dao, but Clean does. So he's going to look to try and close out this game before they catch up, because they will eventually catch up on the side of OG.
Yeah, they know their priorities, right? This is what's good about Twisted Minds. They know who to get the gold share, get the bigger gold share on the team, and it's Clean at this phase of the game. But the longer the game goes, the less effect the LOM is gonna get in this game, so they have to finish it. As you said, they need to find a way to finish it. Mu Chen has to force an ending sorrow. 90 now down to low HP, 14 seconds out of the primal bond, and they even have to use the Gorge mobilization here. They do have it available for the next one, and they can still roll Furball for Dao.
For sure, they're sizing up this Overlord here. OG wants to get something on the board as they lost that Tyrant there. They're waiting out, very intelligently waiting out the Tyrant buff we see from Twisted Minds, right? They know that they're going to be down the Enhanced Shadow Tyrant buff. They don't want to take a fight. Now that it is over, they're going to look for something here as both sides can take this up there.
Yep, at the back again, Clean finds it and needs to flash away, and now 90 in front got stunned. Not going to be moving anytime soon. The World Spy board is going to be there. Shanks tried to go for the kill onto the backline, but Kaka looking for the back, doesn't hit anybody, but it doesn't matter. Highline is going to be using the Splendor already, pops the passive, and he's going to go for the chase down, gets Shanks, and will be getting more. ACC has to get away from this. Everybody's still alive, but Clean is looking to maybe equalize the numbers here, but Kaka turns it around again, and that's it. ACC is down, an ace for OG, and that team fighting is what we were looking for OG.
Agudo, they're very likely able to go ahead and end the game here. Look at this. This is the power of Agudo, being able to summon these critters to tank up that tower and brute force down. It is over. Wow, one team fight win there. And it is so pivotal that Keke, wait, hold on. Knightley's out.
What? He got the pushback though. It might be time. Highland has to ult. Could use the taking liberties, but OG right now trapped, and that's it. OG will take first game.
An explosive finish here. I hope they show it in the highlights there, but